Hello, 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 and welcome back to Spoonie Games and part 2 of Necrobarista. And this might as well also be the final part of this, if there turns out to be no gameplay. And I understand that this is a visual novel, but some visual novels that I've done, there's like choices with dialogue, or actually getting to do stuff, like coffee talk. Where you actually get to make the coffees. I thought this might be similar, considering you're a barista. We've also got games that you're a bartender, you know, listening to dialogues, you've got to make drinks depending on their preference and stuff like that. I thought this would have some of that, but it doesn't. The only gameplay is I literally have to click for it to do the next thing. Anyway, literally what I was going to say as well. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm being very rude. My name's Shay. I used to own this place. Now I just sort of sit around and cause trouble and sometimes have knives thrown at me, I guess. I'm Kishan. And I died today. Welcome to the temple. Gambling for time is a dangerous something or other. I did not read that in time. The achievement that just popped up. Ah! I'm alive, I'm alive. Oof. Got a load one here. A loud one here? Load. Got a loud load. That'll be nice, you know, it's scary waking up. Big lights coming towards me. I think it's reliving its last moments? Who's reliving? Looks like it. What is happening? I have no idea, this is all weird. Hello? I do not remember having this many limbs. Join the club, pal. We are reborn in a new image. I see. So there's milk bot, I guess. Alcohol bot and coffee tea bot. I'm something. Nice to meet you. I did not catch his name. I'm I am undefined. I don't know if that name will stick. His body is made of a milk carton. Shall we just call it milk? Yes. No, too basic. Imagine if you called me a goon. Just because I'm made of a goon box. How is a goon box? What? Anything a box you goon in? Why is that in a coffee shop? Ashley was yelling about someone called me Lovelace the other day. It's a good one, I think. How does our new friend feel about it? Acceptable. Excellent. Now I'm going with milk, goon, and beer. Those will be your names. Goon box. Ah, maybe that's what they're carrying all the time. Life's so hard having to lug the goon box around. Look at you, turning into a responsible human being. During intermissions at the end of each episode, you can freely explore the terminal. Memories are scattered throughout the terminal. Dwell in the tales of its Patreons. More locations and memories become available as you progress through the main story. Oh, this is going back into first person. Because I don't, click them and continue. Yeah, go on. I guess that's some world building and that, but there more to it than just exploring locations? I mean, it had a fairly good score on Steam, so I imagine the story is good. But, like, actually want to play something during these recordings, not just sit and read a story to people. Man, I'd love to see that. I could use a pick-me-up. I'd love to see the Goon box. I can't promise it'll be there. It's kind of inconsistent. Still though, a hall with that only there sometimes. How do you get to the kitchen otherwise? There's another slightly longer one that we can use instead. It's much less exciting. But on the upside, it's constantly there. I love telling new people about it though. The reaction is always hilarious. I definitely didn't expect to be getting enthusiastic today over a weird quantum hallway. Or enthusiastic at all, actually, because as soon as I stop to think about it, I realise I'm actually extremely messed up about this. So you've got a hallway that goes to your kitchen, but also an alternate quantum that is quicker to get there, because apparently it's a long hallway. I understand your life has gotten very weird very fast, conceptually speaking, or your unlife. I should be better at talking about this by now, shouldn't I? Oh geez, that's not a fun one to think about, huh? Just keep talking about the hallway so I can keep my mind off this. To be honest, I'm not sure I could even probably explain a lot of what goes on here. The building, mildly sentient, too much magic in the soul of it, not to be really. So the calf's alive? Not necessarily. Plenty of things have come to life here, but as far as we can tell, the building itself doesn't really fall into that category. Also, it mostly tends to shift itself in ways that are helpful instead of frustrating, so quantum hallways. I'm making myself a cuppa. You want some? Nah, I'm good for now. Also, what's the barista's name? I didn't actually check it and I feel like a jerk. Ah, Mandy. She's the owner now, not just the barista. Still makes coffee, of course. But since she's the owner now, she has a lot more to juggle. I was going to say judge. Why are you asking? Got your eyes on her, eh? I was going to say the silence speaks words, but we've also got to click. No, I have a boyfriend. Well, technically you don't have anything because you're dead. Had. Oh jeez, this is a lot. Can't imagine how he's feeling. Try not to think about it. Okay. Yep. Cool, just turn those thoughts off like that. Okay. You want that drink now? I think I want something a little more potent than coffee right now, sorry. Don't enable him, Kishan. Shush. I can get you something stronger, mates. Shot whiskey, perhaps? I thought this was a calf? Well, it is. Mostly. We do serve alcohol, though. And stronger things on request. Stronger? Like what? Meth! Coke! G? What the hell is that? Absinthe? Pure ethanol? You think of a place like this wouldn't have anything stronger than that? Stronger than pure ethanol? Sure. Remind me later and I might pull out some of my special reserve. Don't enable him, Kishan. Hey, someone's got to drink it. I know you're not going to touch the stuff aside from setting it on fire. Excuse me, I have a perfectly good reason for wanting to set a puddle of distilled soul on fire. We'll agree to disagree on that one. So, Kishan, what'll it be? Actually, I changed my mind on the coffee. Can I order something complex? Gotta taste. I've got to treat myself. Gotta taste myself. Gotta treat myself on my last day on Earth. I'm after a sugar rush. If we have the ingredients, it shouldn't be an issue. Maddie could whip it up for you. Cool, cool. In that case, can I have it? She's gone. Large quadruple shot, double vanilla caramel, no foam, super hot, reverse, coconut milk, macchiato. Oh my god. With 2 sugars, whipped cream on top. Maddie. Yes, dearest. Can you, I don't quite know how. Is this real? Or is it too much? I was going to ask for that shot of whiskey Chase mentioned earlier, but it seemed a little extra. Well, yes, it is too much. I don't think even Starbucks would serve that. Why? Because it's a fucked up order, man. Dang. Every single word in that increased my urge to set the espresso machine on fire so I wouldn't have to think about making coffee ever again. Oh, but the whiskey's fine. I'll do that. I have a counter offer, which you have to accept. Yeah? I'll make you another double shot long black, and I'll put whiskey in it. But I won't call it a hipster this time. If you decline my offer, on God, I will strip your soul from your body and use it to scrub the counters at closing time. This will smell delicious afterwards, if that's any consolation. Yikes. That does sound like a competitive counteroffer, not the soul thing. I'll take the coffee. My generosity knows no bounds. So, as a necromancer, you can also steal people's souls. Well, potentially they are just a walking soul. I doubt their body has been reanimated, because that would be a bit weird. Normie. So to conclude, the order sucked because it defies the laws of physics. Has a heart attack's worth of sugar in it, and is something only wankers ask for. Is it possible to die twice? Yep. You can die twice if you're brought back from the dead, or if you manage to really annoy someone between here and the next place, which is more likely because resurrection is illegal. But if you're asking whether you can get a heart attack or whatever, the answer is no. Life and death have a slightly different meaning here. Can't die from natural causes. It's a bit complex and weird, and we're still in the process of figuring out how it all works. I'm over 200 years old and I still haven't made proper sense of it yet. Just got some vague ideas. Right. So what's keeping me from just staying here? Like, I'm already dead. Why do I have to go to the next place? You've got a certain number of hours you're allowed to remain on the edge of the mortal realm. Hours are fungible? They can be brought, sold, and exchanged, generally speaking, but the Council of Death always collects on the debts owed to them, and you'll start running up a debt if you stay here too long. Your style starts to get itchy too. Okay. It's not something you want to experience. We've had a few stay past their allotted time, and they've gotten very uncomfortable very fast. It starts with the general irritation, or irritability, and then worse things begin to happen. Also, just saying that's going to be in his head. It's like, I guess, a bit of hypnosis, or yeah. You've plotted it in his mind, so when it hits that time, he's going to start feeling itchy because you said that's what's going to happen. It's a weird thing to wrap your head around. How long do I have before I need to make myself scarce? You got 24 hours. Any longer and we start to pick up the tab since you're on our premises. And as charming as you are, we've already rocketed up too much time debt for letting people stick around past their expired date. We are I missed that. We are deep enough in the hole as it is hour-wise and cash-wise. We're extremely poor. We've been a bit too lenient in the past, letting people stay just a little longer instead of gently shooing them into the next plane of existence, etc. You know the drill. But hey, since ours are fungible, you can always acquire them some other way. There's something happening tonight actually that you might be interested in. Seriously? You're still doing that? Sheesh. You know the council doesn't look on this stuff favourably. Ned said so himself. Oh no, not Ned. You're gonna upset the Ned Star, whoever the hell that is. It draws customers and helps us shave down the debt. I'll take whatever I can get. And hey, fuck Ned. Yeah, fuck that guy. Whoever he is. We have 13 years old right here, you know. Yawn. She's heard enough coarse language for a lifetime. I'm not too worried about her. She's right though. What? Every time Neb comes around he makes you guys really stressed out. Maybe not you so much. But Maddie gets nervous and it brings down the mood, man. So fuck Ned. Goodness, I think you've had too much coffee today. I am crashing so hard right now you have no idea. It's like I was crashing earlier, but this is just a pre-collapse and I have double crashed or something. I guess that's what caffeine does to you. All I ask is that you try and keep the swearing to a minimum around the customers. Okay. Does kissing count? It's fine. A couple of my housemates are tradies, so you can learn to ignore it pretty quickly. Are tradies... We tradies? Were tradies? Ugh. They're still tradies unless they've changed career in the last couple of days. But they're not my roommates anymore. Because you're dead. Hey mates, have I mentioned how much being dead sucks? Because it sucks and I feel extremely bad about it. I'm having a pretty bad time now in general, to be honest. Yep. Even just adopting your language is a pain, isn't it? What, want a proper drink now? Without coffee in it? Yeah, that'll be good. The TV didn't say anything about there being a storm tonight. Looks like a decent sized one is rolling in. Melbourne weather strikes again. I go upstairs and close the windows. Cheers! Come on, Ashley. Let's clean up the workbench while we're up there, yeah? Do you need a bribe? Yes. I have some chocolate hidden away. Acceptable. She's got to bribe her with more coffee. Get through the crash by having a crash later. Caffeine now. Wait. Dead people can still get drunk, yeah? Why else do we serve alcohol? To make money? Well, yeah. Hang on. Do I even have my wallet? Doubt it. I don't, yeah. How does this work? Why do I have my clothes but not the contents of my pockets? I don't know, dude. Everyone's experience is different. Death doesn't follow many rules. The only universal rule I can think of is that you can't stay. People don't generally come in without their clothes, fortunately. I guess it also depends on how you died, what you were in, where you were. So about this drink. I guess you're going to give me something... some straight vodka or something? Why is that? You don't like making complex drinks? Haha, dude, no! I don't like making ridiculous coffee-laced milkshakes for overcompensating soccer dads. I'm happy to mix a cocktail within reason. Oh, okay. What have you got then? Jay got everything you can think of, and then some. I could go for a mint julep. Hey, what's that outside? That's a person. Outside? Some guy out in the rain? Ah, shit. Maddie? Maddie, what's up? Let's get started on that drink. It's Ned? Morning. Hi? Hello, recently departed. Hey, that hat you're wearing kinda makes you look like... Ned Kelly? I could have sworn you were standing outside literally a second ago. So how'd this one crank it? Good morning to you too, Ned. So it was Ned. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Madeline? Okay. Piss off, Nedworth. That's not even my full name. Isn't it, Maddie? Jay said it was, and he never lies. He never said that. Well, no. But it's worth a try. A try at what? Catching me off balance? Some shit along those lines? Mate, I'm so off balance right now that a light breeze would knock me head over ass. Don't push me. Hey, that mid julep is great. I just wanted to contribute to this conversation. So you catch the game last night? No. And I do not care to discuss the exports with you or anyone else. Don't try it. Oof. Just making polite conversation. Should try it sometime. Maybe. Not for you though. You've never come in during the daylight hours before. What do you want? Nothing much. I'd like to talk to Che at some point, but I can wait. It can wait, seeing as he's missing. Planning on sending out a search party? Might do. Be ashamed to lose an old friend by letting him wander onto a train track or something. Oh yeah. Shut up. He's upstairs last I saw. What was the last you saw, Maddie? What was the last you saw, Maddie? Tell me. Why are you like this? What was it? Last saw him walking upstairs, so he could be anywhere then. Probably fed the country to dodge the massive time debt you lot are racking up. He can't go far. I've got him on a pretty tight leash. And in regards to the debt, it's not your problem. Huh? You must have not heard. Not your problem. Jay, your dickhead friend Ned is here. Oh wait. I'm a distinguished gent, not a dickhead. I'll be down in a sec. Yeah, sure, but you also work for the Council of Death, so even if you are a distinguishable gent, it cancels out. Is the Council of Dead like a normal city council, except for whoever dead people live, or wherever dead people live? Yeah, but the only trash that needs to be collected is right in front of me. This guy? Me? No, you. You're the trash, Ned. The trash is you. It's you. Ned the trash man from hell. Because council picks up trash. That's the joke. Oh, cool. He's even got a head shaped like a rubbish bin. It's totally fitting. I'm not from hell. I don't care. And to be clear, Ned, in case we weren't already, you are the trash. Yeah, I get it. You know how long Che's gonna be? Dunno. He was busy upstairs with Ashley. Yeah, I had to hide like 5 steak knives from her. I didn't even know we had 5 steak knives. Bit quiet there, mate. How long you been sitting there? Does it matter? Well, your employee's being very rude to me. So if you'd heard any of that, I keep trying to tell him. Ah, my employee. Yes. We have some catching up to do. I don't follow. Did she quit? Did you fire her for gross incompetence? Far from it. There's been a bit of shake-up in the cafe's management structure since your last visit. Oh no. Don't tell me you gave her the whole thing. Okay, I won't tell you. I tried to tell you before, man. Hey, does anyone else like mint julep? Because it's great and I'm nearly done, but also my tongue is numb and I'm wondering what's the deal with that. Was there something you wanted to discuss? I need a drink before we go through all that. Sure? The usual? Yes, please. How come he gets a curly straw? So, Che, spin me a tale of how and why you handed down the cafe to this person. Well, every man's got his price. Can my price be a curly straw too? Buddy, I'll give you 2 if you'll stop complaining about numb lips. Where, yeah. What did you make this with? I couldn't find half the ingredients, so I put in a bunch of bajai and chili seeds. It's got some stuff though, so it's mint julep in spirit and nothing else. Does it have any mint or julep in it at all? Definitely may be lacking mint, and I cannot confirm or nor deny the existence of mystical julep. You asked for I don't even know what that is, I've never heard of it. A bajai earlier, though, so there you go, mission complete. Maddie, I'm getting very drunk very fast. Bajai will do that to you. Yeah, I think you should have a little lie down. I'll get you some water. I am at short as an ox. I don't need to lie down. Kishan, my dude, you absolutely need to get horizontal as soon as possible. You can sober up one of the booths at the back. It's nice and quiet over there. I'll fire. I'll win though. Up you get, mate. Bloody hell. Would have been helpful if you told me about this before. Probably. I'm not worried about it. Maddie knew what she was getting into with the whole calf situation, and it's naturally that it might take a while for her to get the hang of running a business. Bloody hell. Bit of a dog's dinner though, isn't it? Oh, for sure. But we'll get better. Like I said, not worried about it. Well, might want to hold your judgment on that for the moment. I am unfortunately here on official business. Oh. I should have given you the straw then. Oh, I shouldn't have given you the straw then. No, you shouldn't have. I look quite silly. Want me to get rid of it? It's just Maddie. She won't use it or derail our conversation or make me look like a fool or anything like that. Straw? Now I'll get you one after you have a nap. You can sip the water like a normal person. I'll put it with the dirty dishes then. The sacrifices I make for this job. Hey, you met me for it, so you can't be, or it can't be all bad. That was bloody 100 years ago. Man, really? Longer. Time flies when you're immortal, huh? Quasi-immortal. This old rust bucket still got an expiry date somewhere down the line. What's this about immortality? Hey, you should buy more plants. Shut up! Sorry, continue. Immortality? Nothing that I trust you with, that's for sure. Don't you want to see crotchety old me being rude to the youngsters in the 100 years? True, I do not. The far future doesn't need amateur necromancers. Your loss. So, you two heading upstairs? Actually, Ned does in fact have something fairly important to discuss with you. Oh? It's about the debt you owe to the council. Yeah, I know. What about it? Maddie, it's time. You have over 600 hours. Jay signed a contract, the hours of the calf. You own the calf, so you're in the debt, and tonight I've come to collect.
I gave it all away, and now has come the day. There's nothing left to give.
So has this all been a big, like, intro? At least I don't need to click for it to do stuff now. all of this looks interesting. Like it's actually a game. Got the title. So really it was like an hour. I had to go through an hour's intro to actually get to the game. I mean, I know some have long intros. Oh god, the green box is back. That was kind of intense. Do they do that often? The song and dance thing? Yeah. What do they think they are? Some sort of anime street gang? What sort of self-obsessed jerk has their own theme song? Don't be a downer, pal. I'm talking about the dramatic encounter. Oh, between Maddie and Ned? Yes. Yeah, they got chemistry. Not the romantic kind, the explosive kind. Can't leave them in the same room together though, or they'll kill each other. Bad history. Maddie just as a surreal, troublesome person. He's just a surreal, troublesome person from Ned's perspective. Doesn't help that she can't stop herself from pulling pranks on him. No, I suppose not. I mean, it doesn't make it easy though. I don't think he's used to having his authority questioned. She really gets under his skin. Wasn't he a famous criminal? And therein lies the irony of the situation. What a strange world we live in. So do we get to game now? Play? Make coffees? Because he's come to collect. So I'm assuming we then have to, well, get that time as soon as possible by running a cafe, managing it. There shouldn't be a depressing menu from any of us. Doodle mode is now available. You can now speak to Ashley to access doodle mode. Okay. Turning on this is horrible. Granted, we were only in it for this little bit. You're overdue this week, said Ned. He tapped the last rules that Maddie kept posting on the door. This 24-hour rule. Are you sure you've been enforcing it? I think how we run things around here is none of your business, said Maddie. Actually, it absolutely is my business, said Ned. In fact, keeping the rules is basically my only business. That's kind of what the word enforcer means. I'm supposed to scold you if you break the rules. So admit me. Fine, said Ned. Let me check your ledger. We don't keep a ledger. Maybe you should. Lots of places do. It's a great system. You have someone stand at the door and have them mark down whenever someone comes in and leaves. Then you forcibly evict people who are overstaying their welcome. I'm amazed that you don't have a system like that in place. Kind of makes sense, yeah? Some people overstay their welcome, other people understay it. Hey, there's no need to strictly keep track of how long people stay, right? Just maintain the balance. Yeah, right. All that matters is maintaining the balance. So maintain the balance, because when you don't, then we have problems. We're a bit short-staffed to have someone acting as a full-time doorman. Figure it out. Tap the rules again. Change 24 hours to 23 hours. When you say 24 hours, people think you just mean one day and they don't pay attention to specific times. When you say 23 hours, people actually have to keep track of what time it is. That would be fine. Except for the part where you're cutting time out of people's stay. Trust me, anyone who would go right up to their limit probably. Going to go over it. 23 hours is going to mean 23 hours plus an extra 5 minutes, 10, half an hour, hour plus, however long it takes to finish their drink. And if they leave in less than 24 hours, who gives a shit? I give a shit. You're right, you should give a shit. In fact, you should celebrate whenever you manage to scoot someone out of here in under 24 hours because the balance is upset and you're going to correct it. You can either correct the balance 1 hour at a time, or the council can come here and repossess some souls. Or we can find someone who knows how to manage this property for responsibility. Responsibly. Come on, buddy. I don't want to have to take this place away from you. That would be quite the escalation. Well, you're already on the first level of escalation, which it's Stern talking to. Let's try not to escalate it any further. Well, we'll change the rule to 23 hours, okay? Buzz off. Wow, really? Well, okay then. And while you're rewriting the sign, you should also take the green tea frappuccino off the menu. Fraps should be coffee, not tea. Done. Wait, really? Damn, I didn't realize you were so open to feedback. And that caramel, we'll take it under advisement. Placing a hand on Ned's chest and physically pushing him out the door. Hold up. What are you doing? Removing an unwanted guest. I need the practice if we're going to start enforcing these rules you care so much about. Now said Ned as he continued backpedaling to stay upright. Look, could you just... Bye, said Maddie as Neddy crossed the threshold out of the cafe and Maddie shut the door in his face. She turned around, leaning her back against the door and sighed. Jay raised his eyebrow. Are you serious about the rule change? Yeah, says Maddie. I'll change the sign in the menu after we close tonight. Wait, really? The rule changes is just going to keep him off our back. The menu thing? I'll be meaning to take that off anyway. It's kind of a menu item that attracts the worst sort of people. Well, okay. Though I do think we should change the rule back to 24 hours after things have had enough. Time to balance out, of course. Wouldn't want to upset the balance too far in the opposite direction. What would we do with all the extra time anyway? Gonna go downstairs now? Say yes, but like, do I actually get to do some game now that we've had the intro? Or at least set up what's wrong. Coffee ships in crazy time debt. Change of owner, so that's gone to Maddie. That's day 2. Rise and shine? Don't wanna. Shouldn't waste your last hours on Earth sleeping. Man, I was hoping that I was having a really long weird dream. Sorry, no such luck. I'm still having trouble getting my head around it. I totally understand. Want a coffee? Yeah, just something simple. Hipster coffee coming right up. What's going on downstairs? Didn't even know you had a downstairs. There's more to this place than meets the eye. Maddie's down there desperately trying to fix our debt situation. Sounds like she's hosting a cage match or something. Well, not exactly, but she mentioned wanting to do that. There's some wrestlers called the Red Comet that she wouldn't stop talking about for a while. And then because of that, Ashley got obsessed with wrestling for a bit and kept trying to suplex me. Did she manage to? She's tiny. A couple of times. It was very humiliating, I can imagine. But to properly answer the question, Maddie's running a gambling ring. Downstairs, all by herself. It's a fairly unconventional one. And by unconventional you mean Mortals generally aren't involved. The stakes are higher than usual. Oh. Guessing gambling time? Coffee's ready. Come over and get it. They gamble for time, among other things. Yeah, thought so. Don't sound like you're a huge fan of the idea. I'm not. It's undignified. I mean, as long as Maddie's not in danger, shouldn't it be fine? The council doesn't like it. They turn a blind eye because we don't cause trouble elsewhere, but I'd rather not have to worry about bad things coming our way. Because Maddie refuses to approach the problem from a different angle. And by problem you mean the debt, yeah? I was pretty drunk, but I think I remember Maddie storming off after Ned turned up. Yes. I'm a bit worried about her. Wish I could help. You all seem pretty nice. The thought's appreciated. Maddie will figure it out eventually though, I'm sure. She just needs time. I just realised you haven't actually made me pay for a bunch of them. Oh. How'd you expect to pay for them? Oh right. Yeah, no cash. If I were feeling particularly capricious, I'd have asked you to pay in time, but you're a nice kid and you need every minute you've got. You want to head downstairs? I can see your eyes darting to the stairs. I'm not going down, but I'm also not going to stop you. Yeah, if that's okay. Go on then, I'll stick around up here. Catch you in a bit. I'm giving this game a little more time. So we've been playing, well, after episode 1 of this, over an hour. Maybe downstairs is the gameplay? The stairs that led down to the basement were solid and well worn. The smooth ruts on each step and the handrail have been polished to a silky sheen through years of use. Kashin had always liked stairwells. People never lingered in them for long, and he'd found them to be a good place to catch a breather. He wasn't obsessed with them. That'd be weird. But he definitely appreciated a nice set of stairs. On further reflection, it was probably a little weird. Yes. Downstairs, Maddie's audience clamoured for blood. Were you to me? Were the outstanding that your remaining moments on this plane are limited? You surrender that time freely without concern, as agreed. Contract fulfilled, you're free to go. Phew. That's 3 in a row, you bloodthirsty bastard. The crowd cheered. Maddie was clearly an expert at winding them up into a frenzy. Who's next? Go on, isn't anyone here brave enough to challenge me? I thought you came here to play with knives, you pansies. Seriously, anyone? Don't hold out on me. Do I need to pick someone from the crowd then? Is that what we've come to? Maddie's gaze swept the audience. Kashin, good to see you upright. Interested in a game of skill? Me? Yes, you. Sure. Give me some enthusiasm, my man. Sure. What's the game? 5-finger fillet. Some of the people in here just call it the knife game. You heard of it? Oh, finally, something I'm good at. Episode 3. Yeah. Unless something happens right now, we ain't passing episode 3. Rise and shine. Oh, that was on the little intro bit. You've got a lot of knives in this place. Tell me about it. Damn, this thing has a good weight to it. Of course. Wouldn't make you compete with an inferior tool. Huh. What? Sorry, I was waiting for you to surge into calling me an inferior tool. Shit, that was low-hanging fruit, wasn't it? Next time, mate. Sure. Kishen did another experimental slash, and this time it made an audible whoosh. The spectators oohed and ahed. This wasn't for them. He knew that he only had one shot to get accustomed to the blade. You done showing off? Nothing wrong with putting on a little show. Sounds like you're stalling for time. Getting cold feet perhaps? Psh, not a chance. Let's get started then. You know what you're wagering? Shay mentioned something about you gambling with time. It's not gambling if it's a game of skill, but that's besides the point. We're both wagering 4 hours. If you win, it comes from the calf's balance. If I win, it comes from yours. You've got around 16 hours left, in case you weren't keeping track. Shit, only that many? Want a little extra time to play with then? Hell yes. Let's stop wasting it and get this over with. You sure you know what you're getting into? Most people are pretty shy about playing with the time they have left, especially when their tank's running as empty as yours. Yeah, come on. Unless you're getting cold feet? Hardly. You've got 30 seconds. Smack the timer when you're ready. Crowd cheered and Kishan fed off their enthusiasm. In response, Maddie leaned back and tapped her fingers on the table, feigning impatience. He met her eyes and grinned and continued his performance. His stabbing motion got faster as he went, at the point narrowly missing each of his fingers. Stabs strong enough to drive the knife a millimeter or two into the table were good if you wanted to put on a show. And of course, given the spectators, the show is part of the fun. You might be going fast enough to put on a show, but you're not going fast enough to win. How'd I do? 16 sets, if I counted correctly. Oh, I couldn't do 16. That's how many Mandy beat me with. Is she gonna lose? She's gonna kick his ass. Feeling good about the result? Certainly I am. Rightio then. Watch closely. Oh, I will. 16. 1. 3. 7. 11. 15. Told you she's unbeatable. Is it magic? She could cheat if she wanted to. Definitely not. She's just that good. Poor guy, he didn't know what he was getting into. Sorry, mate. You beat me fair and square. I'm pretty impressed. I aim to please. I'll be taking those hours now if you don't mind. Yeah, sure. How does it work? Just gotta suck them out of your soul, just like this. You won't feel a thing. Kishan felt a brief tightness in his chest, and for the moment the tip of Maddie's finger burning white hot. Ow. Shit. Sorry, I lied. It's done now though. Alright. Does anyone else dare to compete with me? Come on. Looking for some actual decent opponents here. I'll take any challenge. Even if it's chess or something. Any challenge? I challenge you to get everyone a drink. Rounds on me. Right, so even that we didn't actually get to do anything. So this is purely just a story game. An interesting one. But there is no gameplay. No making coffees, no doing the gambling things. I thought maybe like we'd have to do the knife, either as her or him. So it's just an interesting story. So yeah, I might carry that on then by myself when I could just sit back and relax and read it rather than having to read it for other people. Which is a shame. I was kind of thinking it would be like a spooky version of Coffee Talks. which I believe's got another game coming out, like a third one. But yeah, so that's it for Nercobarista, unfortunately. So we'll spin the wheel again soon and find out what else we're going to be playing. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.